down in Durham. Thunder win the opening tip, and away we go. A nice pass, backdoor. J-Dub, the playmaking. First play of the game sets it up easy for Holmgren. Fans who brave the elements, we appreciate them coming on a really cold night as this weather front makes its way in. Holmgren, turnaround shot, first shot of the game. That is so smooth.
Holmgren got free and missed his first shot. Hartenstein taps it back out. Holmgren free this time underneath for the first bucket.
Unselfish pass there from Jalen Williams.
Richard have had a wonderful connection, Harden and Allen thus far. Cason Wallace lost it, trying to save it, does. Holmgren connects on a three.
Alexander, as we said at the top, has not lost a game here. He's 6-0 as Holmgren answers.
Alexander spinning, falling away. Front rimmed it, batted back out though. Holmgren, great look. Counter for three.
He attacked that very hard, made a great pass to a great corner three-point shooter. He just missed.
Outside look, Holmgren wants three and delivers.
He's just getting so good at that.
And now he's got the three on the other end, as he has been a two-way factor.
A season ago, just one season.
As Holmgren trying to decide what to do, series of moves, pulls up and shot right up over Barlow, the two-way player.
It was, but the length and athleticism and switchability.
Oh, a three by Holmgren.
Plays into favor, and if Chet can do that.
As Dort off the screen, back up. Holmgren sees a crease and glides his way up for that nice layup. As Jalen Williams, the drive, the kick. This time Holmgren lets it go from three and knocks it down.
Excellent this year. He has eliminated a lot of those mid-range jumpers, being very specific about spots on the floor.
Holmgren drills a three. Fox picks up Williams. Out to the wing to Chet Holmgren. Holmgren has been a single-digit scorer against the Spurs in the two meetings and looking to break out of that.
Shea, quick shot from three. In and out, no good. Trying to get the offense going. Murphy always has the green light. There's a good contest. Offensive rebound. Holmgren got a piece of it. Bay.
As Cody's brother kicks it out to Chet, left-hand dribble drive, and then just lays it home. Didn't have to jump far, mind you, at 7-1.
That had to feel good for Jake Laravia, who was 2 of his last 20 from the three-point line.
Woo. A little bit of a zone look defensively from the Lakers. Holmgren knocks down a triple.
For those dare shots, Robbie.
Laravia got off. Hartenstein's got control of it. You know him very well. Here's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren throws it down.
It's a big weapon for him as well.
And Filipowski that time. Holmgren was ready for it, went for the block, but he snagged it right back. Now it's loose. Dort diving for it, able to recover.
Hand off to Porter. Porter on the move, blocked by Holmgren.
He's been tremendous from the corners as well.
Holmgren to answer. Good. Swishing it through. Chet Holmgren. 34-2 points off turnovers in favor of Oklahoma City in game one, a playoff record. And that pass by Williams a little off the mark, but ends up in the hands of Holmgren, who hits a three.
But his three-point shooting has been exceptional. Holmgren at the free throw line, just shoots right over the top of the defense once again.
Use their hands a lot. Some people complain about it, but that's what their identity is.
Yeah, they turned the Lakers over quite a bit. In fact, they're the second best team in turning over the opposition. Holmgren's in way too deep. Nothing the Lakers can do.
Gilgeous-Alexander backs it out against the Suggs. Hartenstein setting the screen. There's Hartenstein in the middle. They're cutting Holmgren. Lays it up and in.
Pretty good defense by Wendell. Got a piece of it.
Look at Hartenstein again. Another possession created.
And underneath, Holmgren wide open. Bad defense by the Wolves. 7-0 Oklahoma City. And did a great job not putting 2 on the ball on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein passes it to Holmgren. Spins and pulls, and Chet
goes 2 for 2 to start this game.
Get that Supermax because they deserve it.
Asia Wilson first.
Asia Wilson is going to be first up, 100%.
He's missed his first couple. Back the other way come the Thunder. Early 5-point lead. Play joined by Holmgren.
Oklahoma City out rebounding Minnesota 7-1 early on. Edwards gets deep, sent back by Holmgren. And now taken away Dort.
And he has his first bucket there.
Yeah, and you can see the decision-making, quick decisions by Jalen to keep it or to pass. That time he kept it and went to the cup.
He can certainly knock down that three-point shot. SGA open, off the pass, wide open, no good. Holmgren, offensive rebound, the put-up good. Just using his size.
Early 7-2 start for the Thunder. Champagny blocked by Holmgren.
He's going to get an opportunity, played quite a bit in the G League, and of course he's been in the league a couple of years. Underneath, Holmgren's got it, and he fires it over on that little mini hook, over 8, and a quick timeout to the Lakers.
Gilgeous-Alexander draws the double. Great ball movement. Great closeout by Leonard. Holmgren on the move. The contested 15-footer settles in.
Kicking it out. SGA dumping it in. Holmgren in a crowd. Able to snake to the cup and finish.
Free. Gafford screens. Middleton shoots. And that may have been blocked on the perimeter there by Chet.
Thank you. Hartenstein being doubled by 2 Wizards and throws it just up to Chet Holmgren, who knows what to do with it.
Man, these 2 guys play that big to big.
You're not going to play that standard. I'm going to call timeout, and you're going to get the same mean cuss as everybody else.
And again, all kinds of opportunities, all kinds on both ends of the floor for everybody who gets an opportunity tonight.
Another offensive rebound. Ball rotates back over to Wallace. Now it's Holmgren. He'll tee it up and knock it down. Third tries a charm.
And that's just smart basketball by Jabari Smith. Coming off 18 points and 7 rebounds.
And slammed in by Holmgren on the initial miss by J-Dub.
Dort tried to fire it back into the interior, couldn't do it. The 3 in transition, no good. Hartenstein able to tackle it back out to SGA. SGA on the move, gets it up, and Holmgren! Full flight in transition for the jam.
When you're passing up to head to Adem, you got to ask yourself, what's he going to do with it if he catches it anyway 30 feet away from the basket? Just keep it yourself, bring it across half court, and start something.
And Chet Holmgren has Oklahoma City's first three-pointer tonight.
And whether they play a lot and then get thrown in there, don't play much at all, and then have to play, it doesn't matter. The productivity on both teams has been remarkable.
With Thompson accelerating on the stutter step high off the glass, picked up by Dort, quickly gets it out to Williams, and here come the Thunder running. Holmgren in stride, they got it with a foul on Şengün from behind.
Longtime college assistant and head coach gets an opportunity to be an NBA GM. Done a very good job putting this group together. Holmgren from the free throw line ties it up at 7.
To take a charge rather than try to block the shot.
Already seen him patrol the lane. Nice pass, SGA. Got it inside, and Holmgren, even with cutting in there, still able to flick it up and in.
Now Green through the lane, knocked away by Holmgren. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in transition. Might have been blocked initially, but he still was able to power that one up and in.
25-point game plus 5 steals. Gilgeous-Alexander gets inside, kicks it out. Holmgren launches a 3, and that one's good. And they're 5 of 6 to start.
And at times, it's been a little hard to find rhythm. It's been so for him. And so these next 26 games going to be very valuable. There's a reload 3.
Here's a mismatch. Yakachonis having to guard the 7-footer Chet Holmgren. Oh, good defense by Yakachonis, but Holmgren able to hit the turnaround. The 7-1 center.
But it goes into the ready hands of Holmgren, and here comes Oklahoma City. And Holmgren, nice playing without the ball, and is found inside. And Gilgeous-Alexander.
Have to find minutes for these guys. But where Mark Daigneault was very impressed with his group is that everyone buys in. Today it might be your day. It might be a quarter. It might be a half. But the ability to stay ready, as you see Chet Holmgren.
Just got the total package.
Wallace, dangerous, driving on Dunn. What a pass. Jada back up top. Holmgren buries his second one from downtown.
Off iron, rebound by Barlow. Ochamp through the slots and has it blocked and knocked out. Sixers ball underneath.
See Chet Holmgren with the lefty finish.
Wade lobbing it up, and look at Holmgren all the way down on the other end to make the defensive stop.
He's 0 for 3 from the floor to start the game. Nice defense by Holmgren with the steal. Hartenstein with the slam.
Who is prolific as a catch-and-shoot guy. He, too, has scuffled.
Yep. Naz Reid as well. McDaniels miserable from 3 of late. Great up and under move by Holmgren.
McDaniels gets a piece of that SGA shot. McDaniels lob, broken up by Holmgren. The Minneapolis native steps in front.
Holmgren diving in, trying to kick it out, gets it back. Aaron finishes.
Definitely don't want to do it against this Thunder defense. Holmgren stripped, but fortunate that Dort was there to scrape it up. Holmgren, once again, going into his moves. That time the fadeaway. How about the touch?
And LeBron to Laravia into a couple defenders, and they made him pay with a knockaway. Shot clock at 6. It's a jump ball. Nice defense. And LeBron to Laravia into a couple defenders, and they made him pay with a knockaway. Shot clock at 6. It's a jump ball. Nice defense.
Sizing up Gobert. Head and shoulder fake. That ball got tipped to the outside, and Wiggins. Lob it and put it down. Wiggins to Holmgren for 2.
Seen a lot of rim outs here in the first 4 minutes. Both teams. Holmgren up top, the screen from Hartenstein. That three is good.
And this is the beauty of Hartenstein.
Rebound, and it's Wallace with it. Wallace dribbles into a crowd. He's got support coming now on a riding Hartenstein. Drops it off. Chet Holmgren slammed up. Timeout.
Holmgren bottled up. Hartenstein. They quickly reverse it. Finds Wallace from beyond the arc. Hartenstein there to wrestle it away. Holmgren.
Kick it out. Wallace. And Pritchard picked his pocket for a moment. Wallace ball fake. Holmgren's there. And the throwdown. +1.
On an incredible block. Dort passed up the 3. Nice pass. The extra dish.
Picked up by the Thunder. On the fly, Wiggins. Met by Okogie at the other end. Into Williams, and there is Holmgren waiting once again for a dunk.
That's every game for these guys, and Mark Daigneault, he knew it. He said, we are going to have to match the fight.
As Holmgren going to work in the post. Side advantage on Bogdanovich. Tough shot on the fadeaway. Gets fouled, knocks it down, and he's going to the line for a 3-point play.
Missed 5 games in December with his own calf strain and continuously looking more and more like himself, especially on the defensive end. That's what Kenny Atkinson has noticed the most in the difference in his play, as Chet Holmgren says, anything you can do, I can do a little prettier.
He's sort of accustomed to it.
Saw those numbers, career highs for Holmgren as he scores inside his second field goal.
I'm just surprised that 93-94 Rockets picture was black and white. I think we had high-resolution color back then, Bowler.
They're almost unbeatable when they get balls off turnovers, get down in transition, they get their 3-point shots, gives them confidence, but then they get all those impossible little paint touches like that they have a hard time generating in the half court.
Hartenstein right there to put a big hand up. Gilgeous-Alexander to the rolling Holmgren with a 2-handed dunk.
Long rebound to Holmgren. He decided not to go at. Oh, now he's going to reset. Then he attacks out of Bio for that Raptors offense. We profiled the 3 top scorers, but there's other guys who can beat you. Holmgren's got a size advantage, wants to shoot over the top on the turnaround. And how comfortable has he looked, Michael, on those turnarounds? Sheway for the rebound. J-Dub. Little stutter step, hesitation, slings it back to the outside as Holmgren, yet again from downtown, dials up the 3.
Holmgren left alone, that provokes a 3. It is good, and Chet Holmgren is 3 for 4.
The Heat to get downhill. They're the #1 driving team in the NBA.
Holmgren, that 3 is down.
Boston is wrapping up a 3-game road trip. They're 22-12 on the road. Dort has to put it up over Garza. It's off. Offensive rebound. Holmgren in a crowd. He finds the crevice.
And Dort comes the other way. Holmgren sees it open, goes down the lane, lays it up and in.
That's a great penetration, though, by Yakashonis. He's freeing up Norman for that triple. Oh, Holmgren, a flying two-handed flush. Second score for him.
That is correct.
You're on New Year's Eve?
Sorry about that, Mom.
Into Holmgren. And he works inside on the newly instated Trace Jackson Davis.
Scores the Thunder on a 7-0 run. Holmgren comes in and gets the swat as it goes out of bounds.
They're nowhere near contesting those 3 balls from him.
Toss it up to Chet. Count it. And put him on the line somehow.
Good little execution from the Thunder.
Barlow.
Oh, tough move.
Bona, the offensive rebound and the putback.
Wallace. Hartenstein. Holmgren tries to get this wide open and nails.
Wiggins came over. They swatted away.
I'm not sure who blocked it, but it's tough to do that when he gets all the way to the basket. My goodness. As Chet shows you.
And scorers don't know. When you're shooting it, you're not worried about the misses. You're just worried about making your next attempt.
Holmgren left wide open. Green never came out to challenge it.
And just cutting with a purpose, right? Danius Jenkins just sawing that thing to the rim and cutting to score. Holmgren, swish.
That is the other thing that this Oklahoma City team does so well, just number 2 in the league in turnovers. Is Holmgren nearly lost the handle on that one. And able to get the roll, the shot over Williams.
As Jang wants to get it to Holmgren. See what he decides to do here. Gonna have to shoot it. Late shot clock. And that is a smooth stroke.
J.D. Davison is checked in, the former Celtic. Driving here is Smith across the lane. Knocked away.
Boston is 5 of 13 from the field. Holmgren rolling to the rim. Big finish.
Just missed catching the rim to put it down and back in. Mitchell fires a shot inside out to Holmgren. And he'll flush down 2 on Love.
Shepard still trying to recover. Holmgren on the backside. And he goes to the left hand. As he works it inside. Nobody there for Indiana to slow him down.
I can't stop watching Ryan Nembhard's shoes.
Oh, look out. Down goes Powell on the drive by Chet.
Reeves will defend the bump into Doncic. The feed to Holmgren, who gets it on the doorstep with ease.
I mean, he looks like he's got nowhere.
Alex Caruso, one of the best role players in the league, a 2-time champion. Holmgren the step back.
That is tough right there.
7'1".
Oh, and Chet tells the front row, Gucci row, to quiet down.
Caruso is an excellent off-ball cutter. Just does such a good job finding gaps.
Booker on the cut, rejected by Holmgren.
I mean, it didn't look like this in March at all with this Laker team. What we're seeing is James in a nest of defenders. Ayton couldn't get it. That's an 8th turnover by LA on the wing. Dort. He's already knocked down 2 threes. Make it 3.
Oklahoma City, to Jim's point, not as taxing. They led by 41 points in that game last night in downtown Los Angeles. Chet Holmgren doing some damage. He now has 12 of the 23.
Jay Will making an impact quickly here in his first couple of minutes in the ballgame.
Going to try to run offense to the high post. There is positioning and a grown man move by Holmgren inside on the flush.
Under 1 of 4 from behind the arc. Reed challenged, lost the ball, stripped by Wallace, who leads the league in steals. Caruso up the floor, attacking DiVincenzo, and gets the finger roll to fall.
Here is Caruso. Played just 11 minutes Friday. Holmgren on the drive. Met there by Iguodaro, and
was there contact?
Holmgren's going to get an and 1. Up and leaves it underneath for Wiggins. He's in a crowd. Looks for Chet. Mid-range jumper. He puts it up and drains it.
So tough.
Picks it up. Shamit, Mo Diawara, the rookie. And Ariel Huckforty's in there. No Mitchell Robinson, second game of the back-to-back. Back up center, not playing, is Holmgren.
This is
Nice pass, but Belkowski just got packed inside. Great defensive play. Elevates and detonates at the rim.
Only play, this is his 33rd game. I will say, Thunder having gone through it and been around the block, they know what they're doing. And a turnover there, this is what you don't want to see. Holmgren punches it down.
Holmgren goes right to the rim and got one back.
That's superior agility for a 7-footer.
Nicely done by Bailey.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a recovery blocked by Holmgren in transition. Able to swat that one off the backboard.
Well, you're right. That's a recovery block.
Short rebound collected inside by Williams. He's got 4. Dort, Caruso, triple. Holmgren, double, got the ball. How about that?
Man, Chet working the offensive glass.
Just special. If there's a mismatch on the post, boy, do they dive and attack.
Gorgeous move by Holmgren, switching hands and finishing.
And Wiggins accelerates all the way to the other end of the floor, trying to go coast to coast. Holmgren misses, and he'll have a second chance opportunity, and he curls back to the basket around Cisse to finish.
Colder than it was this past weekend. Holmgren on Bakovic. Got all the way. Slices and dices right through that New Orleans defense.
Already 10 points for Chet Holmgren. And a 10-point lead. Lifted up on the Ryan Nembhard alley-oop. Trying to find Cisse. Broken up by Oklahoma City.
Can't knock down the three, but there's Mitchell with a second chance opportunity. Great find, but the miss. Holmgren there with the putback after Caruso couldn't finish the first time.
Wiggins back out. Holmgren takes the dribble. Now fires a 3 and hits it.
Mitchell driving, puts on the brake. Shot clock inside of 10. Mitchell through the lane. Has it blocked by Green. But it ends up in the hands of Holmgren for his easiest bucket maybe of the year.
4 seconds on the clock. Step back. Finds Holmgren. Beautiful feed for 2.
6-point game. SGA a rare miss from his spot. And then a little in front of Mitchell. Taken away by Caruso. 3-on-2. Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a finish.
And once again, another turnover. A turnover leading to an easy basket.
To stay close here in the first.
He had started the last 3 in Edwards' absence. Holmgren, another find from SGA.
Mobley making them pay on the offensive glass.
2 for an opportunity. They take advantage with Holmgren on the follow.
2.7 left. Baseball pass down court. Holmgren on the catch. Gets it away in time. And hits at the buzzer.
The possession game, but the biggest thing he said with OKC is just their ability to compete for a full 48 minutes.
6 points from 3 for the Thunder. Mitchell right here. It's Holmgren. He'll launch a 3 again and hit another one. This guy from distance tonight has knocked down 3 triples so far. 10 and 10 over the last 20. They've slipped a bit right there. The 3-point shots aren't falling. The shooting is not there. Holmgren, a long shot. He'll put it in.
We just spoke so highly of him and his streak and playing so well. You hate to see a young guy getting his opportunity to kind of get himself in rhythm and feel the game.
Outside look. Kenrich Williams in the corner. Left it short. Offensive board. 8 offensive rebounds. As Holmgren hits the turnaround.
Game over 40% from 3 catch and shoot is his strength out there with range.
Norman Powell blocked by Holmgren.
Putback opportunity, and so it's Oklahoma City ball. First minute of the second quarter. 58% shooting for the Thunder in that first quarter. 10 assists on 11 baskets. Chet Holmgren takes it strong to the bucket there.
Here's McCain. Young guard out of Duke. Minda is with them. Hartenstein lobs it up, and Holmgren throws it through.
That's good high-low action right there. Hartenstein at the top.
Zigzag dribble into the paint, bouncing outside to Kenrich Williams. 8-year pro triggers a 3, missed it. Rebound to Holmgren. They cycle it back outside to Jalen Williams. Inside, Kenrich.
Figured out. There's Caruso hitting the deck to save that ball. That's a couple times already AC's been on the floor.
Look at Holmgren powering through and using
the ball in that matchup in the middle of the floor, but doing something with that off the drive against Caruso wouldn't have been easy.
Holmgren comes in and throws down the follow.
We've seen two really impressive passes in this game from J-Dub, both coming on the bounce. And that time, he sets it up perfectly for Holmgren on the spike.
So for Victor Wembanyama, he's now played 7 minutes. He's got 7 points and 4 rebounds. Long stride to try to yam it on him again.
Joe to Holmgren. Mitchell walked the three-point line, bounces it back inside to Holmgren for another dunk.
McCain's first shot as a Thunder, no good. But there's Holmgren with the offensive rebound. And then he fakes the pass and rolls it home with the left hand.
Before that layup by Ron Holland II. Jenkins, outside look, Holland for 3, air ball, and it's tapped out of bounds where it will stay with Detroit.
As Holmgren wanted the basketball with the size on Alexander Walker, but instead it is J-Dub. Offensive rebound, Holmgren with the putback, thought he got fouled.
Holmgren chasing him off the line there.
Hartenstein will lob it up, and another dunk on the lob to Chet Holmgren.
Mitchell's going to give it up. Holmgren wide open, and Cleveland just gave him way too much space. That is a...
DeSumo, his pass picked off by Holmgren. Another turnover by Minnesota. Joe lobs, and it's broken.
So the Heat's two bigs, Bam and Khalil, have 3 of Miami's 5 triples. Khalil underneath against Holmgren. Nice footwork, but Holmgren gets another block shot.
Wow, what a response by Holmgren there.
He's able to just move guys out the way when he bumps them, and that slow step driving to the basket. One of the best in the game.
Outside look, Holmgren, 3-ball, corner pocket. Here comes Şengün, goes right at Holmgren, bulldozing inside. Adams is there, knocked away by Kenrich Williams, picked up. Cassidy Hubbarth, we're getting a lot of sides inside tonight.
Court in playing defense, but that time Cavaliers able to get out on the run. Holmgren held up, and continuation's going to give him the 2 and go to the free throw line. As A.J. Mitchell seems sprinting up the floor. Holmgren again, no hesitation, and Holmgren again buries another 3.
Holmgren spinning out of trouble. Working on Reed. Holmgren, 2 more.
And 2 of 8 from 3. Shot clock at 5. Joe drives. His scoop not there, but the follow is for Holmgren.
Look at it, Magic have already taken 17 threes in this game.
They give up a lot of threes.
Yeah.
You can get threes against them.
Oh, yeah.
And Holmgren with a fadeaway jumper.
Suns facing their biggest deficit now. It's 16. Holmgren on the drive. Tough reverse. Timeout, Phoenix.
Missed the leg, got it back. Turns inside, couple of head fakes, goes down.
How about Alex Caruso?
At the elbow, beautiful pass denied by Chet as he got that swat. Just as Yusuf Nurkic released it, he gets back and flushes home too.
Yeah, Nurk needed to use the right side of that rim.
He is 12 of 16, and tonight he has come off the bench and gone 2 of 2. He's a very accurate shooter.
Yeah, he is, but, you know, speaking of accuracy, when you're 7 foot and you get right above the arc.
OKC did lose that challenge. Heat ball there. Use the timeout, and they're out of challenges. Oh, Ware miss on the tip. And here comes OKC. It's Aaron Wiggins.
Something to watch for, too. Oklahoma City had a really healthy discussion about mid-range jumpers by some of these role players for the Lakers. Marcus Smart post-ups, they're not going to overreact to him doing that a couple times. What a pass and finish. Caruso finds Holmgren.
Kenrich Williams, down court Wallace, driving is Williams, slammed in by Holmgren. It's like a circus.
The word that you use, Michael, that is so applicable to A.J. Mitchell is just control. As Holmgren's going to load up the three and splash it home. As he embraced the adversity that he faced. But J-Dub certainly glad to have him back out there. It's Holmgren spots up and bottoms the triple. Yeah, you just have to be able to play through that constant contact. As Mitchell floats one off balance. Williams with a rejection. Well, they're going to call it the goaltend.
Where he usually averages for his career. Vassell up for Wemby. Couldn't get the alley-oop. Williams found Holmgren underneath for the layup.
This year he's missed some time with some injuries. 184 games in a Laker uniform. Laravia, boy, Holmgren, one of the top shot blockers in the league. Brought it right back at him.
See a good strip by J-Dub.
J-Dub floats it to Holmgren. What does he decide to do? Hero was defending, shoots right over the top. And Chet Holmgren shows the touch.
In this contest, Thunder led by as many as 10. There's Miller guarding Holmgren. Chet still working hard. Great effort by Chet Holmgren to score that one.
Making it hard.
Oklahoma City's used to this. They get everybody's best shot, and they're getting Minnesota's best shot tonight.
The block by Holmgren. It leads to a Clark three, and he splashes it in.
Devin Booker comes back in. As Holmgren, yet again from the outside. Nothing but nylon. As Holmgren. He'll load up the three and bury the three. Took his time, but got the desired result.
That's a tough three by him, too.
Quick first move and a foul. He rolled off the shoulder tee, working inside out.
And then you'd start going down the line, probably to conference record, where New York has a game-and-a-half advantage right now. Holmgren on the drive and finish.
Holmgren with a purpose to the rack.
And just off a missed shot. Nobody stops the basketball for LA.
He's been much more intentional in terms of how vocal he is in talking up his teammates.
Well, I like the way, Mark, as we see Holmgren with the three ball.
Got some pyrotechnics that I think are not supposed to be going off at the moment, and they are. And here comes OKC the other way. Tell you, you hang around the NBA long enough, T, and you'll see a lot of different things going down, and they're going to stop playing.
In double digits. What they're in this game with the three-point shot making. There's a nice turnaround. Holmgren didn't go deep into Zubac, so instead.
Seen some juggled lineups. How about Oklahoma City? They've got 30 different starting lineups. First team in NBA history to have 30 different starting lineups.
On that possession, here's Williams on a drive inside out. Holmgren, he's got three-point ability for sure, and knocks down, but they're going to give him two. Had a toe up on that.
Right on cue, decides not to go at Murphy. Chet on the lob inside. The turnaround and the two. A patient play in the interior.
Deflecting balls, grabbing rebounds, feeding players, and on the fly here. That's a rebound right there. Holmgren does it again.
As a team, they shoot at 39.8%. But OKC has matched them from the outside. Holmgren spins and scores.
And a turnover in the lane as Hartenstein lost the handle. Second of 4 meetings. The first came earlier this month as Holmgren blocks Strother. Bodies hit the deck.
Vision on the rim from three. Look out.
Gobert, kind of a lazy catch attempt there. Just fumbles the ball.
SGA all over Barlow here. Barlow passed him. A lot of contact by Holmgren. No whistle.
This is not late. Their first 20 road games were packed into 72 days. What they're walking into now, their next 21 road games.
Bailey? I'll tell you, I like his game. They've given him the time. They've been very patient with him. I'm going to give credit to the Jazz. Just let him do his thing.
Rim from three. Look out.
Gobert, kind of a lazy catch attempt there. Just fumbles the ball away. How about Edwards? Swatting it back at Holmgren, who drives to the rim and puts it in.
They are just 4 for 23 from downtown. Holmgren to the rack.
What a great run.
The open shot. Lou Dort close out by Scotty, leaving Holmgren wide open underneath.
I know a lot of times we say that about a lot of Thunder players.
Offensive rebound. Holmgren got it up over Drummond, and then a little finger roll.
Be sure to change that shot and force that miss at the rim by Walker.
Just altering the Taylor. Holmgren off the deck. Pulls up and knocks it down right over Siakam.
And Dort, the 5 on the floor. Back down, Holmgren just right through Hardaway for 2.
Holmgren on the post up. He's got the smaller Booker on him. Holmgren hit a shot on the first possession, hasn't scored since, but that one bounces in.
Shooting cold.
Sixers just 4 made field goals so far in the second. Kane tried to float it over Bona's hands, couldn't get it to go, but Holmgren there to clean it up.
That's what they call a teardrop off the glass.
An assertive SGA. There's another block by Holmgren on the drive at Thompson. Joe went for the left-handed hammer, and Smith with the block, but a foul.
No J-Dub, no Shea. Normally those are the players that will settle you and make sure you get a good shot when needed.
Holmgren, the rejection. Tomley going back for more, and denied again.
14 foul against Minnesota. Holmgren back in, spin and fade, book it.
That's only his 3rd shot of the night.
No J-Dub, no Shea. Normally those are the players that will settle you and make sure you get a good shot when needed.
Holmgren, the rejection. Tomley going back for more, and denied again.
Wallace to Holmgren. 1 for 4. Doubled. Chet there, and now tied up in a foul. So SGA back out of the floor. And a good rest to start the second quarter. Nice pass. Right up top over the defense.
OKC team so tough is when your best player is willing to really lock it in on defense.
Nice look by Leonard. Great defense by Holmgren. Just takes it right away. Back to back.
Tell you what, 7 foot has its privileges, don't it? That's a high flyer, and Derrick Jones Jr. You can't leave Holmgren on the double team.
Yeah, he's on one tonight. 7 of 8. He's got 20.
Nimhard. And he gave it up. Holmgren again. Altering the shot. There's another miss inside by Furphy's. The Thunder.
The road team with the Thunder up 7, 3.5 to go. Gilgeous-Alexander hangs and kicks. The flyby from Green. 3 is up from Holmgren and good. And the lead back to 10 just like that.
With the Guardians taking on the Atlanta Braves. Wallace feed inside. Holmgren on the angular drive. And 1 for Chet.
Clippers are coming undone here. 10 unanswered for Oklahoma City, and just like the other, 25-point lead.
So in your first one, come on, man. Come on. We all know that was a battle and something to watch when when Russell Westbrook was here. I mean, he broke that record.
Offensive rebound. Holmgren, the turnaround putback.
Here he is with the defensive assignment on Holmgren. Holmgren from deep. Good. It's a long 2 from Holmgren on his former teammate.
Celtics have a lot of guys taking advantage of an increased opportunity.
Bullseye for Holmgren.
You think the game's changed in the last 10 years?
Caruso over to Holmgren. Holmgren right in the chest of Dang. Count it and put him on the line.
Shea's had an outstanding first half with those 18 points. Murray deflected.
Dort drives. The skip to Holmgren. His 3 is there.
That's why this is a 2-point Atlanta lead. Wallace wide open on the flyby. Strong. Oh, Holmgren goes up tall to get that rebound. Gets back up. And the putback is good.
Collins surveying the floor. Collins on the drive. Blocked by Holmgren.
Second to SGA on the team right now. Those are the only 2 for OKC in double digits. They try to force it into 8, and then they knock it away.
Jokic 3 for 10 now, and he's taken a lot of jumpers.
Meanwhile, 7 blocks for Oklahoma City. Holmgren in the paint. Count it.
To get them easy shots, and Isaiah Joe has not been really a part of that offense during the zone possessions.
Dort can't hit the reverse. Holmgren there for the follow.
Knocking down 11 to start this game. Holmgren working against Taylor. Nice job. Forces that step back jumper. Got it.
Yeah, that kid's nice. I mean,
It's a lot on the plate of this young man and how you can think, but man, make sure that rebounding is at the top of your list.
Well, and look, just the kind of active, athletic body you need against a team like Oklahoma City is Holmgren able to.
He did it in the 2000.
Wiggins, oh, what a pass! Second up beautifully, Holmgren with the slam.
This is a nice little push before.
So you knew it was going to be tough getting clean looks and finishing plays.
Holmgren's going to try another three. Got it. Chet Holmgren, 5 of 7 from three-point range.
Playing uphill here in this second quarter is Holmgren. Drains one from downtown. A much-needed three.
Off to the races. Sidestep. Mitchell blocked by Holmgren. Out of bounds. And Cleveland will keep it.
Kawhi, is he aware? Gets around Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts up the shot blocked by Holmgren.
They are into that basketball.
Absolutely. They pick up, man. They guard all of them. Look at Dort. 6 to shoot now for James. On the bounce, it's Kennard had a block. Wow. Got it back, and Kennard puts it through.
Carter just torching the Nets here inside Paycom Center in this first half. Built out a 21-point lead. The biggest of the game is Holmgren.
Shea dancing with the basketball. Hard drive, left hand. Flipped it over to Holmgren. Shea got decked.
And then it'll be out of the quarter. Attacked the basket and lost the ball. Finally, plenty of time. Wallace, Williams, a lot of contact. Heavy hit. Gonna go the other way.
Game clock. Anunoby almost got another. Gilgeous-Alexander picks up his dribble. Holmgren fires away the three, and it's good. Chet Holmgren.
Holmgren penetrating. Holmgren with the hammer. 2.4.
Assignment will be Jalen Williams. Here's SGA with 5 seconds to go in the half. Gilgeous-Alexander puts the brakes on. Now starts again, drives and scores with the left hand. What a gorgeous finish by Gilgeous-Alexander. Booker on the catch, some contact with no whistle, and the half comes to an end.
Thank you, Paris. And the superiority showing as Chet Holmgren picks up right where the first half lets off.
Second half is underway. Dort came out 4 of 4 from 3. Holmgren notches a triple to start the second half.
23 points in this game, and I asked under assistant coach Mike Wilkes what the key is to slowing him down here in the second half, and he told me there are a couple of areas they want to clean up defensively.
That's his second foul in this ball game. Porter rolling to the rim, swatted and secured by Holmgren.
And I asked under assistant coach David Akinyoye what's been key defensively. He told me in terms of game plan execution, the Thunder did a good job playing with all 5. Everyone's out there on a string.
Yeah, if it's
probably
not Wemby.
It's probably going to be Wemby, but Chet is having a great season too. Drummond picked it up, and then on cue, Holmgren with a block. Edwards for 3.
It's Holmgren right here, and Mark Williams is on him, and the shot clock is down to 4. He'll work in, and Williams holding his own, but a left-handed off-hand shot there by Holmgren.
The beautiful footwork. J-Dub, who missed the large portion of the season to start. The Thunder get a turnover and an easy one for Chet Holmgren in transition. Jokic took a shot from Dort. Murray racing to the rim. Oh! Sent away by Holmgren.
Oklahoma City enters action at 51-15. Best record in the NBA. Mitchell lob it up. Holmgren with the finish. Perfect delivery by Mitchell.
Able to track it down. J-Dub. Give it right back to him. Nice pass. That's Holmgren with the flush.
Rookie scores at over 13 and a half a game. Filipowski. And a rejection yet again at the rim. As Chet Holmgren not letting anything go by him.
58 consecutive games with at least 10 threes. McDaniels gets the interior bucket.
That has just been an amazing pickup for San Antonio as a backup, and then obviously as a starter for these last 12 games where they've gone 9-3. And to think, Cassidy, Luke Cornett.
As Chet Holmgren not letting anything go by him.
Man, that was so nice. I got to see that twice. I'm not sure how he got to that.
And on the other end, it is SGA.
As a player,
and as an analyst.
Styling and profiling, right?
Yes.
Happy birthday to Clyde. SGA missed it, but Holmgren throws it back down. And
how do you get it back into the game?
Well, you like what they did in that second quarter. You know, it was really, you know, a big part of what they wanted to do was get the shots that they want.
7 to shoot. Holmgren inside, surrounded by blue jerseys. 4 to shoot. 1 dribble, spin, fade, fires. He is 9 of 11. He's got a game-high 26.
Starting 5 to open up this third quarter. But certainly the focus on the defensive end will be on Maxey. There is Williams on the drive. No, but it's Holmgren right there off the miss.
On a show now. Oh my God. How do you explain that? 3-time first-team All-NBA. I'm showing you why with a play like that.
Downtown.
There are some ugly shooting numbers. There's Dort. Got to the rim. Holmgren fights for the rebound and fights to put it up and in.
Got Lou Dort out there wide open, and he sets the table perfectly.
They do such a good job of moving that ball. Holmgren altered that one from Smart.
Ingram was there on the scene. And Holmgren with the denial.
He was 5 for 17 against Dallas. Cooper Flag, of course, big game. Holmgren got it. Boy, that's a soft touch from in the corner, isn't it?
Early third quarter here in Miami, the Thunder lead the Heat by 2. Holmgren, through I-95 traffic, able to score.
He had 24 points the last time these two teams played. Knocked down 4 threes. So powerful.
Little show and go by Holmgren. Sweet move there by the big man.
Off the miss from Daniels. Holmgren rumbling down the other way, and you get a goaltend on Ricochet. And just like that, it's the Thunder coming out strong.
Kick out to Holmgren, triple up, triple's good. LG.
Holmgren, the pass, SGA, right at the free throw line. Missed a good look. It pops over to Holmgren. Holmgren using that length with the left hand.
And again, 3 times tonight, Nurk has had troubles scoring on top of the rim. Holmgren going coast to coast, turns and hits. Boy, Chet showing just a great combination of skill.
Congratulations to Allen. 2 possessions ago, got his 8th assist, which is a career high for him.
Chet's eye may have caught Durant just enough to throw off that shot. Oh, and then look at that swat.
The first 24 minutes in that first half.
Nice play. Beautiful action. Set up and put it on a platter for Holmgren.
We're pretty good when Alex Russo is here.
Oh, Chet Holmgren all the way. Right back in front, OKC.
She was trying to post up off that bump we talked about from Chet on that play.
Oh, nice pass. What a bullet. Cason Wallace just fired it inside to Holmgren.
Fox returns the favor and finds Castle. Pump, SGA, lobbed it for Hart.
Okay.
Man, Holmgren does the rest. That was a no-doubt pass.
Stepped out of bounds in the process.
Jalen Williams back up to Holmgren. Holmgren looking for a little more, and he's got a little bit more.
You've already had 3 workouts today. Gilgeous-Alexander missing on the fadeaway. Holmgren slamming in the offensive board. 10 points now for Holmgren.
Floor that time, trying to get around the screen. Oh, what a move. Pass, Jokic. Fires underneath to Holmgren for the stop.
Talking about inverting their offense. Sometimes Alex will get a screen from Trae Young or vice versa, and it really just puts the opposing defense on notice as Hartenstein throwing it up to Holmgren.
He's got 7 points, 7 rebounds. Holmgren goes up and hits over McDaniels from the mid-range.
Jalen Suggs, what a crossover move. Joe reaching in from behind. Carter, pump fakes. He'll drive and challenge Holmgren again. They fall down hard, and there's no foul.
He tried to do the sidestep Euro. Didn't fool Jay Will at all. Jay cutting down the lane, missed it. Holmgren, another offensive putback, counted in a foul.
And Holmgren has his 5th board. Chet on the attack. Sidestep on Allen, and he scores in the paint. Chet Holmgren showing off the full offensive arsenal.
J-Dub will drive inside, little sidestep, goes against the grain. Holmgren, offensive rebound, and the putback is good.
And that's great patience from Murray, waiting for Jokic to clear.
Gilgeous-Alexander, great pass again. Went up for the jumper, and at the last second.
You got to earn that.
They just got to be consistent. Dort. Good look from three. What a rebound. Chet inside. Puts it back down. Siakam. Up top. Neesmith. Hard closeout. Siakam's got it back. Nice spin move. Holmgren wipes it into the front row. Siakam. Up top. Neesmith. Hard closeout. Siakam's got it back. Nice spin move. Holmgren.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside Holmgren.
I tell you, a lot like Denver, when your best player is probably your most unselfish player.
Chet open, off the pass. And the fadeaway is so smooth.
Brooks now with 11. Green has 14 to lead the way. Holmgren, as Brooks flies by, sets his feet and knocks down a three.
Terrific, and sometimes he's anchored the defense as the only big on the floor.
Siakam playing defense, but Holmgren kept that dribble alive.
This would qualify if they get it right here.
Yeah. I mean, again, they've made their first attempts most times.
Right. Well, there it is. First, second chance points, and it's Holmgren with the easy throwdown.
Can't get it off. They give possession before the shot clock expired to the Pistons. Jenkins the other way. What hustle by Holmgren.
And boy, the defense just collapsed on Middleton, looking for Gafford, but the ball got away from him and into the hands of Chet Holmgren.
Collins this time uses the finesse and gets the bucket.
Jones looking for Yabusele, and
what a block.
In transition.
Letting yourself stay out of positions where a double can come.
Gilgeous-Alexander missed the shot. Offensive rebound, Dort. Now Holmgren attacking, collides with Gillespie. Count the basket and a three-point chance.
And Williams with a steal. Saves it. Wiggins can't hit the three. Holmgren with the throwdown.
As SGA drives hard on Adebayo. Holmgren, deep catch, shoots over the top, and he's got two more.
And that's when the help from Holmgren came. Able to beat that too with the little elbow corner jumper.
Holmgren from the corner.
SGA surveys with Maxey defending. SGA's been trying to use that size advantage. Here is Holmgren off the catch, and he responds with a sideline three of his own. Wallace trying to get around Krejci. Might have been dispossessed initially, but there is Holmgren once again around the rim. Atlanta has no answer for him inside.
Missed about 40 games and then came back for the postseason.
And they needed him too. I don't think they win if he's not there.
Oh, absolutely. There he is with another block. He was key in the postseason for them.
Defended closely by Hardy. The blow by. The teardrop, no. Got his zone. Finds Holmgren to the rack.
Not much there, really.
No.
Booker turns it over. 12-point lead for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander hangs, finds Hartenstein. Block! And the dunk by Holmgren. It's the largest.
Stay positive. 6-possession game. You can't. Oh, good defense right there.
Holmgren driven off the line. The pull up from 10. I tell you what, he's 10
on
to 12.
He on one right now.
He's been rusty. First shot since early in the game. His first miss of the game. Dort down low. Holmgren for the easy slam, and Udoka will call a timeout.
That's how the Thunder got their lead, is that so many good three-point shots by the Suns did not go in that first half.
Holmgren with the ball fake. He cues up the triple.
The Heat lost theirs in the first quarter.
Chet knew that it was going to get deflected. Caught in midair and then lays it up and in.
What a night Jason Tatum's putting together. Holmgren tries to answer and does.
Now it will be Murray. They switch with Wallace. 12 to shoot. Murray gets past him. Murray stops. Had a block, but Jokic is there to clean it up.
That's quite a historical moment, though. Wow.
They go up top, and Holmgren yet again.
The
looks to be going into a little bit of a zone here, Mike.
That's where good ball movement will really help you out. And that's one way to flush him out.
Holmgren now, defended by the smaller Hardy. Double comes. Holmgren, southpaw finish for two.
Look at the Thunder on to something here. If they can continue to score.
Nice play. Set up beautifully. J-Dub on the drive. Put it up high for Holmgren. But Utah's really been able to make some strides. Through the Thunder here on the offensive end. As SGA, the step back. No, but another tip in. As Holmgren doing some work on the offensive glass.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's how much he attacks the paint.
Şengün and Holmgren. It's loose. And Chet won that battle. They've gone at it all night long.
Nice feed by Green. Great defense, Holmgren, the runner-up behind Wemby for DPOY. And in transition, Williams missed the layup.
But you've known him for a long time.
Absolutely. Hartenstein, he put some zip on that pass into the corner, and Chet connects on a three-pointer.
Guys were down 25 after 26 at the half. They're down 23, trying to close the gap somehow, but that turnover.
Yeah, he needs to take that shot. That's his favorite spot. He's on the mid-range, and now
SGA peeks at his options, goes to work with a spin, kick, Holmgren, three! He makes it rain from the corner.
Tonight, 6 for 9 is Rui from the floor. Holmgren, oh, he got 8 in the air, which means that's an easy lay-in, and then a foul.
What if you come back for like a game, just to say you played at 50?
I mean, I'll start working. Oh, just go dunk him. See, it's just the mentality.
Impressed with Pelle Larsson, Michael. He has been Miami's leading scorer. Holmgren in deep. The turnaround. Beautifully done.
Williams on the drive. The scoop inside to Holmgren, who punches it down.
Shot clock is down to 5. It's Jalen Williams overdone. Holmgren the rebound. Hustle, got it, fouled.
Behind Luka Doncic. Rollins. And a block by Holmgren.
He's a game changer.
Jokic, spin, back down. Williams stays in front. Holmgren's there on the block. Off the front iron, into the hands of...
Another takeaway. The Thunder, of course, excel at doing this in terms of scoring off turnovers, but that wasn't their best moment. But then it falls for Wallace, who goes to Holmgren.
Here comes Schroeder, veering into the lane, gets denied. Erased by Holmgren. Wallace to pirouette, the kick, extra feed, McCain, you bet!
And Brooks tracks down the rebound. Racing up the floor, going right at Holmgren. It rolls off the rim, Booker there. Oh, what a rejection by Holmgren.
Darby, they played a good quarter and a half. That's, of course, they did. That's not really what it's all about, but they did hang with them. Scoring drought. Ooh, Adu was going to go up and throw that thing down.
21 points for Gilgeous-Alexander, a game hot. Going to work again. Fakes the pass, and then fires underneath to Holmgren, who scores. What a play by the MVP.
Holmgren out front trying to set a screen. He's got the ball in the paint. Got Taylor off his feet. Jazz collapse 3. Jerseys in the paint, still able to hook up and in. 2 more.
Green going one-on-one. Leans in. Another block from Holmgren.
As McCain, it was really the early season favorite last year, Michael, for Rookie of the Year before getting hurt.
He's got a nice shot. Well, how about this? Put the ball in the middle of the floor. You got to have a guy that can get to the middle of the floor in the zone.
Shay's had some incredible steal numbers in seasons in his career. Tipped in by Chet.
If not less, folks. That's just getting having a good read and a feel for guys. This guy here's got a great feel and a great read as well.
I mean, still after this play.
Holmgren 3.
Run that same exact play. This time it swings down to Williams. Williams back outside. This time it's Holmgren wide open, and he pays it off with the 3.
Tomlin and Porter Jr., the energy that they brought off the bench, sparking this comeback.
Holmgren cashes in.
You mentioned the Thunder against the Spurs. That was one issue they had. They did not have great shooting games. Holmgren on the dive. You're just playing off of SGA. Defenders staying with SGA. You got to rotate to Holmgren.
Lockdown Villas. Wiggins with the sidestep three. Comes off to Holmgren for the punch. There's the increased strength of Chet Holmgren.
Now it's Reeves' turn. Splits the double. Had it stripped. It's Caruso and Holmgren. Holmgren had it ripped back by LaRavia.
It's a little too obvious.
Holmgren put it on the board. It's a three.
Beautiful delivery from Shea. Just the perfect timing on the money game.
Fortunate that Potter missed that three. That could have been a 5-point swing.
Time to get back on defense, too, just to have numbers. And Chet's is working hard underneath there, folks. He is just working hard.
Day off, and then you got to play at Minnesota. Those are tough games.
Just got to keep working our possessions. You know, they're obviously applying a little bit of pressure up the court. We've got to be a little bit better executing our plays.
Kevin Durant's one of the best scorers in the league.
And Noah, that is absolutely the plan, listening in on the Cavs huddle. They are trying to set up some plays, get Donovan Mitchell involved, and make decisions like that. Heck of a play at the rim from Chet Holmgren, but
that's some old school basketball right there.
Yeah, it is.
Holmgren, offensive rebound, left hand, counted.
Just continue to maintain, you know, move the ball around. I like this action. You know, get downhill. Well, how about that? Going downhill, throwing the lob to my point.
And the rebound collected right there by A.J. Mitchell. The other way he comes. Holmgren, the fake, the drive, and Chet will flush.
Tough shot by Christie in the corner. He missed it, back iron. Caruso, head up, trying to push. Dumps it off to Hartenstein. The lob inside is Holmgren.
This game has been tied 15 times.
Back with an alley-oop of their own.
Tracked down by Hartenstein. Holmgren, two defenders draping him, and Holmgren connects.
A.J. Mitchell has essentially been radio silent, just 1 point in 18 minutes. Holmgren's three is there. Chet Holmgren now 2 for 2.
See the Knicks perfect at home when they had the lead going into the fourth. Anunoby pokes it away. Holmgren gets it back. His jump shot is good.
$20 points for Donovan Mitchell. Holmgren on a beautiful feed from Topic.
With 3 tonight, he's got 90 on the season. Here's quickly, got it.
And free up Chet the ability to play 4 when necessary.
And a BA vertical, you get the vertical more spacing threat, the vertical threat from Hartenstein.
Wallace. Oh, almost spun into traffic. Instead, it is Mitchell. Had a good look. How about the weak side rebound? Holmgren again. Pivot foot down and the left-handed finish.
14 turnovers. Thunder with 9. Williams stepping out on Holmgren.
Jang ran into trouble. Holmgren snatched it. Breaks a little bit of space and then stuffs it for the dunk.
Great defense. Pass up ahead. Holmgren with the interception and the save to Caruso.
Of the Cavaliers, but he and Tomlin have come in and kept them in it. That was a beautiful shimmy, shake, and finish. The roar warranted from Holmgren.
And a break for the Thunder. They'll inbound it with a 6-point advantage. Wallace to Hartenstein. They throw the lob up to Holmgren. Rejected by Goga, but goaltended.
I think it was on the rim. I think.
A nice slip inside. Holmgren slams it home.
The win streak to 8. It's their longest streak since they won 16 to get to 24-1. Nice pass to Holmgren by Mitchell.
them dudes gonna come to play some defense.
Absolutely. There's Holmgren against the smaller Okoro. Maneuvers around him smoothly.
He got away with a hook. He hooked him with that elbow.
Man. Flick of the wrist doesn't go.
Got Chet.
Williams finds him, and Holmgren hammers it.
Big time performance from Chet.
Hook it. Holmgren. He's lethal. Chet Holmgren.
McDaniels playing with 4 fouls, and Holmgren scores over it.
Brunson guarding Holmgren. Mark looking to help out, but he doesn't want to leave Wiggins alone. Holmgren able to take advantage. 26 for Holmgren. You know, you don't always need to double.
Daniel said it, he's just so committed to his role, but committed to winning and the team's success. There's a turnover. Wallace has it. Shovels it to Holmgren. Holmgren!
Brooks in transition into the chest of the defender. The 5th block of the game for Holmgren.
Meaningful fourth quarter minutes in this game. Wiggins coming baseline. Good D by Mitchell. Spin back the other way. Oh, Kalel missed on the cram. He'd still have it. Powell. Too hard.
And Chet pushing the big fellow, rumbling up the floor. Mitchell back to Chet Holmgren. Once again, another alley-oop.
You respond the correct way, and it makes you better every single time out there. Holmgren with a block. Wemby with a follow.
Ship out to the corner. And Case and Wallace, 3 no good, but it's punched out by Hartenstein. Holmgren. It's got to get the bounce.
That's normally a small guard thing to be able to get over bigs, but he does it with such ease.
Holmgren the flush. Nice delivery from Wiggins.
Durant's got 17. He'll bump, he'll feed. Inside again, look at him, trying to dig it out. And finally, Holmgren comes out of there with it.
Holmgren mismatched with a smaller defender. Now they get the switch with Goodwin stepping out on Holmgren. The baseline spin.
And we talked about Naz Reid, but A.J. Mitchell could easily be in contention for 6th man of the year also.
Holmgren going upstairs.
Castle on the drive. Holmgren got a piece and a foul on the loose ball. This is a chippy fourth quarter so far. Castle feeling the effects as Joe.
18th rebound for Hartenstein. His push shot, actually it was a dime drop to Holmgren.
Thunder with a 43-17 advantage in bench points.
Holmgren already with a double-double, and he's got 2 more. They got run off the line initially, sidestep, missed it wide right. Offensive rebound, Williamson swatted away by Chet. Excellent defensive play on the block.
Getting downhill and puts it up and off. Battle to get it back, and Holmgren flexing his muscles inside.
That's a big basket too, just to stop the run.
Totally wiped out by Holmgren.
16 Minnesota turnovers, 7-0 OKC run. Highland drives, floats, blocked by Holmgren. DiVincenzo, open 3, he's got it.
Big shot. Tend to see sometimes the mental mistakes, the missed assignments at the end of the season when you had to work that hard to get back into it.
Inside out, Holmgren over Payton, yes. Chet Holmgren beyond the arc.
Dominic Barlow was questionable coming off that rolled ankle on Saturday. Dom trying to work through the things in the first half. Holmgren hits the turnaround.
Nice opportunity for the Thunder.
Queen, what a rejection yet again. Holmgren another block. Fears banks in the 3.
Jokic just patiently standing because he knows the ball's going to find him.
On the other end, the high-low, Hartenstein lob to Holmgren.
Shea bounces. Fortunate that Wiggins was there. Lob up top, and Wiggins, another alley-oop to Chet. Wallace right up on George, trying to stay with him step for step. George lost it. SGA flips it out of the air off the turnover. Up ahead to Wallace. There is J-Dub, dumps it off. Holmgren and the 2.
Look at this matchup right here. See if he can move him. First time All-Star Chet Holmgren. Showing off the skill set.
But just the physicality.
Shot clock about to expire.
Tough.
And Holmgren beats it. He's got 17.
Still tied at 111. A.J. Mitchell almost traveled. Inside Holmgren. At the end of it, Holmgren gets the slam dunk. And the Thunder get a 2-point lead.
That is the concerning thing about Minnesota. The lows for the Wolves are really low. Giving up 153 to the Clippers as they turn it over. Lob to Holmgren for the flush.
Distract him on that attempt.
Wiggins driving kick, swing, extra. It's Holmgren. Cash! Timeout, Kenny Atkinson, and that might be the dagger.
SGA. Now it's Holmgren. He will size up the three. And Chet Holmgren, his big night continues. Another triple.
Towns trying to help out. SGA floats it to Holmgren. Holmgren puts it on the floor, drives, pull up, baseline shot is good. Tough shot.
Now it's about the efficiency on offense now.
Holmgren fires in. Another three from the outside.
Defense with that stop. Kicked it back over.
And another block for Chet Holmgren. That is number 5 on the night.
By Caruso, 10 to shoot for OKC. Holmgren rolls.
Barrett attacking, kicks it, they'll swing. Scotty puts it on the deck. Scotty, all that size, tough to drive.
The crowd starting to get re-engaged. The lob once again. And Caruso steps into the passing lane. Took it away. Holmgren.
Two big scorers showing up big time. SGA had 30, Brunson 28. Through traffic finds Holmgren for the flush to finish it off.
Shea trying to make something happen. Back over to Williams. Williams sidestep after the flyby three short. Holmgren a big put back inside.
Timer now at 5. Here's Dort with 3. Dort drives. Holmgren with 2. Lets it fly and hits a 3.
Short flight for the Thunder. Here's Joe turning the corner, the runner, no. Holmgren, no. And then stays with it.
Holmgren and Williams have done a great job scoring points.
Alexander took a peek. The Suns closed him off. Pull up in the paint. Holmgren grabbing the offensive rebound and the putback got it.
110 to 102. Magic pressure again. Holmgren ahead of the pack. He'll step in and lay it in and draw the foul on De Silva. And that should be the final straw.
Yep.
Some of those missed shots. Just like to see the Thunder continue to drive to the basket. They've had some great leverage there.
Oh, SJ lost it. Dumps it down.
Big time hit by Isaiah Joe to make it a 7-point game. Jokic drives, lobs, Brown fouled on the...
Shea, the matchup that he likes, spins on Clayton. No, Holmgren right there, weak side with another jam. And maybe the biggest offensive rebound of the game.
There's 3.6 remaining, and that's going to do it.